The meeting begins, the pressure is on, and immediately someone starts talking, loudly, confidently. They have an instant opinion. They dominate the conversation, cutting people off, driving towards their own solution. They seem like the leader, the smartest person in the room. But in the corner, there's another person, quiet, listening, taking notes. They seem disengaged, but they are actually the most engaged person in the room. And when the chaos dies down, when everyone has had their say, they will speak, and their words will change everything. This is the unspoken rule of wise leadership, from boardrooms to special forces units. The smartest person in the room often speaks last. This isn't about being shy. It's a deliberate, strategic choice. And it's based on three powerful advantages. First, they gather the maximum amount of information. Speaking first is like playing a hand of poker before all the cards are on the table. You only have your own opinion, your own limited data. The person who waits gets to see everyone else's cards. They don't just hear the facts. They hear the emotions, the hesitations, the arguments between the other arguments. They see the whole map. A doctor doesn't give a diagnosis the moment you walk in. They listen to all the symptoms first. The wise leader does the same. The second advantage, they empower their team. When a leader speaks first, they shut down the conversation. Everyone else just aligns with the boss's opinion, or they shut down, afraid to disagree. The best ideas are left unsaid. The leader who waits creates a vacuum, and that vacuum pulls ideas out of everyone else. They are giving their team the gift of being heard. This builds psychological safety and encourages the quieter, more introverted members to contribute. They know the best idea might not come from them, but from the collective intelligence of the room. Their job is to create the space for that to happen. The third advantage, and the most powerful, their words have more weight. The person who talks nonstop, their words become noise. They are the babbling brook. The person who speaks once, at the end, their words are like a deep river, silent but powerful. Everyone leans in to listen. Because they speak last, they can synthesize everything that's been said. I've heard Mark's concern about the budget, and Sarah's point about the timeline. They can acknowledge all perspectives, validate the team's input, and then offer a conclusion that incorporates the best of everything. Their final statement isn't just another opinion. It's the conclusion. It's the final perfectly placed keystone that holds the entire arch together. So how do you practice this? It's simple, but not easy. Step 1. Embrace the pause. When someone asks you a question, don't just blurt out the first thing that comes to mind. Pause. Count to 3 in your head. This gives your rational brain a chance to catch up with your emotional one. Step 2. Become a master of the question. Your goal in the first half of any meeting isn't to provide answers. It's to ask the best questions. Questions gather information, clarify thinking, and put the focus on others, all while you quietly build your own understanding. Step 3. Listen with the intent to understand, not with the intent to reply. This is the hardest part. Speaking first is often an act of ego. It's a need to prove you're the smartest, to mark your territory. Speaking last is an act of confidence. It's the quiet assurance that you don't need to be the first voice, only the most reasoned one. It's the belief that your ideas are strong enough to stand on their own, without needing to shout down others. This isn't about being passive. It's about being strategic. It's a shift from, I need to win this argument, to, we need to find the best solution. The moment you make that shift, you stop seeing your colleagues as adversaries and start seeing them as resources. Your ego takes a back seat, and the best idea wins, regardless of who it came from. True leadership is not about having all the answers. It's about creating an environment where the best answers can emerge.
And that environment is built on a foundation of listening. So the next time you're in a meeting, try the experiment. Bite your tongue. Listen. Ask questions. Summarize what you've heard, and then, only at the end, offer your perspective. Watch what happens. You may not be the loudest voice in the room, but you will almost certainly be the most influential. If you're ready to listen more and lead better, give this video a like to signal your commitment. Subscribe for more wisdom on communication and leadership.